Hi, good afternoon, everyone, and happy Monday. Thank you for tuning into today's virtual wellness talk. I'm going to give everyone just a few minutes to join us. In the meantime, please say hi in the comments to let me know you're watching. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining into today's virtual wellness talk. I'm just going to give everyone a few minutes to join in. In the meantime, please say hi in the comments. Let me know you're watching. I see some more people are joining. I'm just going to give everyone just a few minutes to join in. Let me know in the comments if you're watching. All right, it's been a couple minutes, so let's go ahead and get started. I'd like to start by introducing myself. My name is Katie Gilsonen, and I'm one of the wellness coaches with the Baptist Y Healthy Living Centers. Today, we're going to be talking about how to reduce your sodium or salt intake and how to stay hydrated. I do want to note that I'll be using the word sodium and salt interchangeably throughout this presentation. So let me start by saying sodium is necessary. It has many different functions in the body. Sodium helps control the body's fluid balance. It also is important for proper muscle and nerve function. So we need salt, but a lot of times we are consuming too much salt. The American Heart Association recommends no more than 2,300 milligrams of sodium per day. The ideal limit, however, is no more than 1,500 milligrams of sodium per day. On average, most Americans are consuming more than 3,400 milligrams of sodium per day. So that's a lot of salt. So we're going to be talking about some foods that tend to be very high in salt and also some additional tips I have to help cut back even further on sodium intake. So let's talk about the salty six. These 6 foods are known to be pretty high in salt. So number 1, breads and rolls. Number 2, pizza. Number 3, sandwiches. Number 4, cold cuts and cured meats. Number 5, soup. Number 6, burritos and tacos. So a lot of those foods are processed foods, which brings me in to my first tip on how to cut back on sodium. So number 1, like I said, cut back on processed foods by cooking at home or by choosing fresh foods when possible. Number 2, choose low sodium products. So a lot of times on packaging, you'll see either reduced sodium, no salt added, sodium free, those types of things. I have a couple examples here to show you. So this can of black beans, it says reduced sodium right on the top. I also have a fruit and nut medley, and it says sodium free right there on the top. So those are just a couple examples, but look for things like that. Those tend to be better options than the regular. Number 3, avoid adding salt in recipes when possible. Use other spices and herbs to add flavor. Number 4, watch portion size. And number 5, which is probably my biggest tip, and one of the best ways to make sure you're staying within normal limits, is to read the nutrition facts panel of food labels. So just to give you an example, this is a can of chickpeas or garbanzo beans, and sodium will be listed right there, and it'll tell you the amount in milligrams. All right. One of the biggest benefits for reducing sodium, among many others, is lowering blood pressure. But like I said, there's a lot of benefits to lowering sodium. That's just one of them. So before moving on to hydration, I did want to answer one of the most commonly asked questions that I get about the different types of salt. So the question is one salt better than the other? The simplest answer is no. One salt is not necessarily better than the other. Each type of salt goes through a different refining process, and depending on what you're cooking, one salt might be better than the other. But the main takeaway is that salt is salt. You still need to watch how much you're consuming. All right, so I'm just going to pause there before moving on to hydration and see if anyone has any questions. I'll just give everybody a minute or so to type any questions that you have, and then we'll move on to water. All right, hearing none, I'll go ahead and move on to hydration. So hydration is super important. Water helps regulate body temperature, lubricate joints, and assist with the delivery of oxygen to the entire body. The recommended amount of water is different for everyone. The recommended amount of water is half of your body weight in ounces of water per day. So for example, if you weigh 150 pounds, you'd want to be consuming at least 75 ounces of water per day. Some additional tips to stay hydrated. Number one, be drinking water throughout the day. There's some different water bottles that are really helpful. So there's water bottles that have the ounces listed on the side to help you keep track. There is also water bottles that have the times of the day, so you can make sure you're drinking a certain amount of water by that time of day. So both options are really helpful for helping to keep you hydrated. And number two, add some variety by drinking infused waters. So I'm going to pause there, ask if anybody has any questions on either salt or sodium, and then we'll just do a quick recap. All right, seeing none, I'll just do a quick recap on some of the main points in today's presentation. So most of us are consuming too much sodium, so shop smart, read the nutrition facts panel of food labels, watch portion size, and try to not add additional salt. And remember to drink your water. All right, thanks again for tuning in today. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.